But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. And so suddenly we are down to three pairs, and at the end of this round we'll have to say goodbye to another. Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round two this afternoon is countries. Countries. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Okay, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many capital cities that celebrate the New Year at the same time as London, or later, capital cities that celebrate New Year at the same time as London, or later.
Yeah, essentially just a time zone question. Really, we're looking for the capital city of any country that celebrates the New Year at the same time as London or later. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right. So any of the capitals of any of those countries, please. Very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. A fun time zone question there, then, Dom.
Oh, yeah, geography really totally not my cup of tea, so I'm going to keep it very simple and say Belfast.
Belfast, says Dom. Slight murmur from the crowd there, but let's see what our column makes of that answer. Belfast. Bad luck, Dom. I'm sorry about that. An incorrect answer there. Richard will explain why shortly. That scores you 100 points.
Well, as always, on point, this is a sovereign state that's a member of the UN, so it's, the UK is the country. So England doesn't count, Northern Ireland doesn't count, Scotland and Wales. We don't count. They never have done, I'm afraid, never will do. That's just that's how we are.
I'm afraid it is. Yeah. There we are. Sorry, Dom. Now then, Mike. Instantly let off the hook there slightly by that first answer. But have you got a good answer up your sleeve?
I think I'll go for Helsinki.
Helsinki, says Mike. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Helsinki. Oh, I said you were let off the hook. You've now joined Dom up there on the hook. So yeah, nice to have some company up there. 100 points, I'm afraid.
It's going well, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it just? Yeah, they're ahead of us, I'm afraid, in Finland.
There we are. Okay, now Patricia.
This is my worst nightmare. I will say New York.
New York, says Patricia. There's that murmur again.
I know.
Okay, so New York. Let's have some fun with that. New York. Nope. There we go. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points. Wow.
Wow, I like the fact you've all been wrong for different reasons. That's nice. Yeah, New York, not a capital city, I'm afraid.
In my defence, as soon as I said it, I knew it was stupid. She lived there for several months, so I should know better.
That makes it worse. Yeah, that makes it worse. What you've done there is said "in my defence" and then made it worse for yourself.
Sorry.
That was great fun.
Yeah, great fun. Thank you very much. Richard, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at all those scores. Well done, Dom, the low score there of 100. But, then we travel across to 100, Mike and Jim, and then across to 100 again, Patricia and Ames. So, yes, Ames, Jim, and Felix. I'm guessing it's going to be between the three of you to decide who stays and who leaves at the end of the round. Right, we're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? So, Ames, just to remind you, we're looking for any capital cities that celebrate the New Year at the same time as London or later.
I think it's going to be a history repeats moment. I'm going to go for Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro, says Ames. Rio de Janeiro. No red line for you as your joint high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Rio de Janeiro. There we are. It's another incorrect answer.
Just, yeah, also not a capital city, I'm afraid. This is, it's an education anyway. We are learning an awful lot about places that aren't capital cities.
There we go, Jim. I suspect you'll have a fantastic answer up your sleeve.
Caracas.
Caracas. Okay, Caracas. You want 99 or less to get through to the head-to-head. Caracas. Please.
Oh, no.
It's right! Oh, it's not just right. Scores 3. Very well done indeed, Jim. taking your total up to 103.
Oh, Jim, thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Also, it's a very nice comment on all the other answers we've had in this round.
Thanks very much. Now then, Felix, there you are. You're on 100. The high scorers are Ames and Patricia on 200. If you can score 99 or less, you're through to the next round.
I wondered whether to play it safe or not, but
99 or less.
since it's a shot to nothing, I'm going to say Lima.
Lima, says Felix. Here's your red line. If you get below that red line, you are through to the head-to-head. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Lima. Good enough. There we go, well done. 103 is our low score. And you go to 10, very well done. 110.
Oh, that sorted itself out in the end, didn't it? Yeah. Capital of Peru, of course. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States, and Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. Now, there's loads and loads of pointless answers here. We'll go through a few of them. Well done if you said any of these. Bamako, capital of Mali. Basseterre, capital of St. Kitts. Castries, capital of St. Lucia. Conakry, which is Guinea. Ouagadougou, the best named capital in the world. Burkina Faso. Praia, which is Cabo Verde Islands. San Jose, Costa Rica. Santo Domingo, which is Dominican Republic. And Tegucigalpa, which is Honduras. Loads of other ones you could have had. You could have had Monrovia, Kingstown, Georgetown, Freetown, St. George's, St. John's, or Sucre. All of those pointless answers. Let's take a look at the top 3 answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Washington, D.C., 22. Lisbon, 27. Portugal, of course. And Dublin would have been a perfectly acceptable answer, 38 points.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair we're saying goodbye to with their high score of 200, I'm afraid it's Ames and Patricia. Do you know what? Nothing wrong with... No, everything wrong with both your answers. We know what you meant. You'll be back next time, and I have no doubt you'll go much, much further. But meantime, thanks very much for playing Ames and Patricia.
Thank you.